I.S.U.P.K under Commanding General Yahanna presents the official itinerary for the 57th Annual Lord's Passover. Kickoff. Wednesday, April 1st, the Lamb Slaughter from 11 a.m. Followed by fun and games, basketball, three-point shootout. Can you hit the target in the archery competition? Then let's gather together ourselves and eat some lamb. Later that night, the dopest podcasts, the Round Table of Truth, Cross the Line Radio, and Let a Hebrew Speak. All going down from 8 p.m. Thursday, April 2nd, the annual Kiddies Party. It's all going down at Slick City Action Park from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Followed by Scripture Breakdown class from 7 p.m. with 12 Shield General Mahayman. Friday, April 3rd from 8 p.m. the all-black party. You know how we get down. It's all going down at the BH Ranch, Houston, Texas. Saturday from 1 to 4 p.m. we will be hosting a brunch. Then the moment we've been waiting for all year, from 5 p.m. sharp, April 4th, the Lord's 57th Annual Passover. Followed by the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Sunday, April 5th from 7 p.m. The Passover and Feast of Unleavened Bread goes hand in hand, so don't miss it. Make your reservations, book your flights and hotels now. An entire week of activities for only $200. Go to ISUPK.com, pay your Passover fee now. Shalom.
On a cool damp night, gave myself in that misty light, was hypnotized by strange delight under a lilac tree.
Spitting Hebrew, 3 and 1, combination, yeah. Well, how you want to talk like us after this? I.S.U.P.K and the commandment, preach inspiration, rock like out like how we shine. I made wine from my heart, and it's true. That's the right taste. I finally got the recipe, passed down the ages, sitting under the family tree. With my heart and all my soul stretched enough to be. Go wild, go hard, and nigga, I'm a priest. First I was lost, needed more songs. Now I'm over the truth. All along is the source of wrong. Just feed the dogs, bread, bait, off the plate of Jake, fishing to eat, fishing to got meat in the recipe. I made wine from my heart, and it's true. That's the recipe. Seen it there for me. Lord knows it's what's left of me. Something was missing. I found myself in the kitchen. Water whipping up a piece of chicken just to feed my ambition. Or is it me trying to fill my greed? Cause when it always had to have some green. Burning what I made up every day. Wasted eating, regurgitate. I had a taste for something different, wishing I knew it is. It had me on a mission, ducking state to prison, watching opposition on an expedition straight to perdition. For instance, full of capers often, 50 bands dashed to my apartment. Eat the spark, but they get to talking like Nintendo popping in the extra cartridge. Women hawking, best promoters. When she told her, framework goldness, still void and couldn't feel that hole. Sex money be over and over, but hold up, wait, what's that aroma? Frozen up dawn and I'm getting warmer. Closer and closer, I came to the home of the truth. I'm smelling the salt through my gullet. Order of blue house, I hopped out my garment. Look how my friends is falling. I've been anointed with all the putting is working. Touching blazing, breaking down and observing. All the catering in Israel. The season all in the shoulder. With plenty wine in the oil you find. It's more finer than the gold. And I found the recipe. I made wine from my heart, and it's true. That's the right taste. I finally got the recipe. Passed down the ages, sitting under the family tree. With my heart and all my soul stretched enough to feed. Go wild, go hard, and nigga, I'm a priest. First I was lost, needed more songs. Now my whole let me tell you right. You see, this can't get a slice. There's some ingredients to suffice. Should be nice, even if the spice ain't precise. Like your whole life is a sacrifice. 2 or more in the name of Christ. Like the night you had to cut corners just to afford to fill all your short orders. It makes a lot of zeal as you go. One the kind that's rechargeable. And it's hard to pull crumbs and bread, but you kept holding to the crust skull and make it potent. Ain't no other wood. You can never have too much brotherhood. We was laying eggs that would go bananas. Cups trying to be in the bandanas. Got you gon' need at least the faith of a mustard seed. When you're stirring the pot up, the pressure gon' brew. Just know you ain't bit off more than you can chew with it. Only one Lord, faith and baptism. Lot of knowledge and wisdom will keep you cool as a cucumber. If you find yourself in a pickle, get your bread and last of all, wine it all. Bring it all to a bowl. Not half-baked, cause lukewarm and get spit right back in the bowl. Cold, and after you forge it, go find a man that the Lord said for you and yours. And just remember that this ain't for them. You know about the recipe. I mean, why? For my heart, and it's true. That's the recipe. I mean, why? For my heart, and it's true. That's the recipe. I mean, why? I mean, why? I mean, why? The recipe. I mean, why? For my heart, and it's true. That's the recipe.
Wine from the line of tree. Put my heart in its recipe.
Just when I think you couldn't possibly be any dumber, you go and do something like this and totally redeem yourself.
Ice raids crazy. Ice raids crazy. You've seen them ice raids lately. Ice raids crazy. They kidnap men and the ladies. Ice raids crazy. And separate them from they babies. Ice raids crazy.
Ice raids crazy, tearing up dreams in the night, kicking down doors, flashing light, causing fright. Mama in the kitchen, baby crying in her arms. Agents storm in, yeah, they sounding their alarm. Who the real criminal when they snatching up the meek? Chains on the innocent, silence on the weak. They call it law, but I call it co-abduction. Ripping souls apart, yeah, that's government corruption. Land of the free, man, that's a contradiction. Cause freedom got conditions in its twisted jurisdiction. White man came, took the land, drew borderlines. Now they calling Mexicans illegal, that's another crime. Ice raids crazy, kidnapping in broad daylight. Separating families, that's wrong, it ain't right. Tears on the pavement, kids with no translation. America preach love, but they practice damnation. False news paint black and brown faces as a threat. But we the hardest workers, bleed sweat, living in debt. Building skyscrapers, mowing lawns and serving plates. The same ones they hate keep America great. It's hypocrisy with badges, patriot disguise. Call it national security, but it's genocide. Stolen land, stolen lives, stolen pride. The truth don't hide, it bleeds from the inside.
Ice raids crazy. Ice raids crazy. You've seen them ice raids lately. Ice raids crazy. They kidnap men and the ladies. Ice raids crazy. And separate them from they babies. Ice raids crazy.
Ice raids crazy, propaganda so sick. Fox News talking lies, playing politics. They say protect the border, but they guarding the ghost. From Tijuana to Texas, it's stolen land coast to coast. You can't deport the people from their native land when your racist flag flew in with a bloody hand. Cages and babies, what kind of nation is that? The cries echo loud, but they turning their backs. If the law is unjust, then justice ain't lawful. A badge on your chest don't make you Godful. They label them illegal, man, that word is obscene. Remember the first these were wigs and they called it the American dream. Ice raids crazy, it's a modern day lynch. History repeats, America don't flinch. Ripping roots from the ground, they call it immigration. It's really reincarnation of colonization. They say we all human, same blood, same beat, but they judge by the border and the color of your feet. No heart, no mercy, no ounce of grace. Just politics and fear in a racist face. From Rio Grande to the California coast, they hunting my people, good people, ghosts of the ghosts. Black and brown unity, we all grew up. If you don't like it, take your dog ass back to Europe.
Ice raids crazy. Ice raids crazy. You've seen them ice raids lately. Ice raids crazy. They kidnap men and the
begins as well. Every time the moon and stars reflect the rain, our love begins as well. You and I begin a sentimental game. Our dreams are flying hell. Just as long as we're together, there is no place or time.
Shalom, Yahushua Bashem Yahshua, everybody. As we know, the Lord's Passover is not that far away. So, ladies, you want to make sure you have your corsages in time, so don't delay. The red corsages are for our married ladies. The white corsages are for the single ladies. So make sure that you order yours today from our sisters over at Costly Array. And I pray that I see all of you at the Lord's annual Passover. Don't forget, order today from Costly Array.
Just as long as we're together, there is no place or time. Just as long as we're together, there is no place or time. No. Passerby, laugh and smile as they proceed. They know what's in store. Probably why they call us Saturday. They've been there before. Just as long as we're together, there is no place for time. Listen to me every time.
The I.S.U.P.K under Commanding General Yahanna presents the official itinerary for the 57th Annual Lord's Passover. Kickoff. Wednesday, April 1st, the Lamb Slaughter from 11 a.m. Followed by fun and games, basketball, three-point shootout. Can you hit the target in the archery competition? Then let's gather together ourselves and eat some lamb. Later that night, the dopest podcasts, the Round Table of Truth, Cross the Line Radio, and Let a Hebrew Speak. All going down from 8 p.m. Thursday, April 2nd, the annual Kiddies Party. It's all going down at Slick City Action Park from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Followed by Scripture Breakdown Class from 7 p.m. with 12 Shield General Mahayim. Friday, April 3rd from 8 p.m. The all-black party. You know how we get down. It's all going down at the BH Ranch, Houston, Texas. Saturday from 1 to 4 p.m. we will be hosting a brunch. Then the moment we've been waiting for all year from 5 p.m. sharp, April 4th, the Lord's 57th Annual Passover. Followed by the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Sunday, April 5th from 7 p.m. The Passover and Feast of Unleavened Bread goes hand in hand, so don't miss it. Make your reservations, book your flights and hotels now. An entire week of activities for only $200. Go to ISUPK.com, pay your Passover fee now. Shalom.
Stupid bitch. That's why you're a bunch of fucking criminals.
Shalom, Israel. It's that time again. The I.S.U.P.K. under Commanding General Yahanna presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026 in Houston, Texas. All black Hispanics and Native Americans are commanded to observe the Lord's Passover. This will be the biggest Passover to date. You do not want to miss this. Fresh lamb, fresh wine, and bitter herbs as commanded by the Most High. Only $200 per person ages 17 and up. The biggest event of the year. There is only one Passover, and it's under Commanding General Yahanna. See you there, Israel. Shalom.
Nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and warlike apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us. Watch where you stepping.
Just when I think you couldn't possibly be any dumber, you go and do something like this and totally redeem yourself.
Ice raids crazy. Ice raids crazy. You've seen them ice raids lately. Ice raids crazy. They kidnap men and the ladies. Ice raids crazy. And separate them from they babies.
Ice raids crazy, tearing up dreams in the night, kicking down doors, flashing light, causing fright. Mama in the kitchen, baby crying in her arms. Agents storm in, yeah, they sounding their alarm. Who the real criminal when they snatching up the meek? Chains on the innocent, silence on the weak. They call it law, but I call it code abduction. Ripping souls apart, yeah, that's government corruption. Land of the free, man, that's a contradiction. Cause freedom got conditions in this twisted jurisdiction. White man came, took the land, drew borderlines. Now they calling Mexicans illegal, that's another crime. Ice raids crazy, kidnapping in broad daylight. Separating families, that's wrong, it ain't right. Tears on the pavement, kids with no translation. America preach love, but they practice damnation. False news paint black and brown faces as a threat. But we the hardest workers, bleed sweat, living in debt. Building skyscrapers, mowing lawns and serving plates. The same ones they hate keep America great. It's hypocrisy with badges, patriot disguise. Call it national security, but it's genocide. Stolen land, stolen lives, stolen pride. The truth don't hide, it bleeds from the inside.
Ice raids crazy. Ice raids crazy. You've seen them ice raids lately. Ice raids crazy. They kidnap men and the ladies. Ice raids crazy. And separate them from they babies. Ice raids crazy.
Ice raids crazy, propaganda so sick. Fox News talking lies, playing politics. They say protect the border, but they guarding the ghost. From Tijuana to Texas, it's stolen land coast to coast. You can't deport the people from their native land when your racist flag flew in with a bloody hand. Cages and babies, what kind of nation is that? The cries echo loud, but they turning their backs. If the law is unjust, then justice ain't lawful. A badge on your chest don't make you God fool. They label them illegal, man, that word is obscene. Remember the first these were wigs and they called it the American dream. Ice raids crazy, it's a modern day lynch. History repeats, America don't flinch. Ripping roots from the ground, they call it immigration. It's really reincarnation of colonization. They say we all human, same blood, same beat, but they judge by the border and the color of your feet. No heart, no mercy, no ounce of grace. Just politics and fear in a racist face. From Rio Grande to the California coast, they hunting my people, good people, ghost of the ghost. Black and brown unity, we all grew up. If you don't like it, take your dog ass back to Europe.
Ice raids crazy. Ice raids crazy. You've seen them ice raids lately. Ice raids crazy. They
All right, let's go one more time. We're back. Good to go. That'll work then. That'll work. All right, like I said, I know I mimed it before. Those of you who could read lips probably know what I said, but Jeremiah Hyman going to be down here next Wednesday in DC. Next Wednesday, if you want to come on through, make your arrangements from now. You'll know Passover is April 4th, Houston, Texas. It's about, what, 3 weeks away maybe? 3.5 weeks maybe? Just about. Make sure you'll get everything ready. Let me do a test. Test 1 2 1 2. Let me know if you're hearing. I know we had some difficulty testing 1 2. Just type a 1 in there if you could hear. If you can't hear, we'll work it out. Type a 1 if you're able to hear. If anybody here, I don't see nothing yet, so I don't think anything going on now. We good? All right, no sweat. Questions off the break. All right, let's get that one from last week that we had finishing off with. I think Ecclesiasticus 32. All right, just until. Bukwash, if you get it up and running, just let me know. We'll swap it out. All right. Okay. If there's any questions at all, let me know. All right. Anything else? All right, let me get Ecclesiasticus 32. And let's start at 1. All right, we'll run it through from verse 1 all the way down. All right. We good? All right, one of the brothers might need the mic. Come on, Akim. Yo, what's going on with it today? Did you already send the link out to the brothers? All right, no sweat. Ecclesiasticus 32. Unless anybody has any questions. Any? If not, let's go. 32 and let's start at 1. We'll run it down, all right?
There's a book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 32, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
If thou be made the master of a feast, lift not thyself up, but be among them as one of the rest.
Mm-hmm.
Take diligent care for them. So sit down.
All right, what does that mean? All right, this here, books like Ecclesiasticus, Ecclesiastes, Wisdom of Solomon, Proverbs, Psalms to a point is books that teach wisdom. Wisdom, imagine like you're on a corner or you're sitting on a front stoop and you have your uncles or older brothers there and they're giving you advice. They're giving you advice on life. The talk is going on and they're just giving you, helpful advice that you would need as you go on in life. So it's this one here, it's saying if you be being made master of a feast, who could break it down? Let's go quickly because we're short on time, all right? Go ahead.
Just be humble, among your brethren.
Okay, now scripture breakdown is not the general idea. Scripture breakdown is you're breaking it down. Okay. So line by line.
Okay.
So you say, if thou be made master of a feast, lift not thyself up, but be among them as one of the rest.
If thou be made master of a feast, lift not thyself up. Meaning, if I'm interpreting it as if you're hosting a feast, don't pride yourself in that. Just be as almost be as a guest. Where you're kind of all on the same table. You're not. Okay,
I'll take that. Be as a guest instead of what?
Instead of puffing your chest out, saying, showing off the things that you have during your feast.
I got you. You definitely be in the right way with it. All right. Anybody else want to try? Nobody else online yet? All right, that's fine. Right. So it's go ahead.
Saying if you are the master of the feast, you know what I'm saying, be not like you the master, you know, be as one of everybody else, you know what I'm saying, that's at the table.
Yeah, just the same thing I thought Mr. Cox saying. Be as one of the guests, all right? More so this. If you the master of the feast, don't exalt yourself to the point where now everybody has to serve you because you're the master of the feast. Instead of doing that, you do what? If you carry it where everybody has to serve you. Mm-hmm. But I'm saying instead of doing that, you do what?
You serve them.
You serve them.
Yes. That's
the spirit is trying to convey. Like you now be that servant. Like even in here, like I always tell you, sometimes we have students in here, they just starting to come to class. They might be around when the brothers start to pack the chairs up. The student try to pack the chairs up or help. Mm-hmm. Brothers is like, nah, you are right. You're our guest. We'll serve you. You get the point?
Yes.
It's always to be in that spirit. Even Christ said the disciples, they rolled with Christ. They were young men, right? Rolled with Christ. I'm going to say young men, I mean young in the spirit. And they would often talk or argue amongst each other as to who was the greatest disciple. Which one is the best? Which one is better? Which one is, the man? And they asked Christ once, who has the precept for me? Let me see if I can pull it for you, all right? They would always ask, who is the greatest? All right, amongst you. Hold on, amongst you. I hope I have it. Give me Matthew 23. Hold where you're at in the Apocrypha and give me Matthew 23. Still nothing but watch? There's something. Satan in that motherfucker tonight. You can get it on here. You can't get it on there? I can on here. If I on here, we can. Now let's use we have these two. We just circulate it. Just go back to old school. We have to figure that out. What about the updates? Does it need an update? If it do, that's fine. You know what I mean? I'll set you up with this one too. Always remind me, all right? I'll set you up with this one. Maybe let's take it tonight. No, should I have used it for the show? All right. Yeah, and your show it's selected as the input. It is kind of okay. No sweat. All right, give me Matthew 23 and start at 9. Let me hear 9.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 23, verse 9. And call no man your father upon.
No, skip. Give me 10.
Like neither be ye called masters, for one is your master, even Christ.
Hold on. Nope. 11. Go straight to 11. This is not the one-on-one. This is not the encounter one. They was asking each other. All right, but give me 11. 11 will make the point anyway.
Okay. But he that is greatest among you shall be your servant.
Right. He that is greatest amongst you will be your servant. And that's how you learn in the Israelite school at UPK. You be that servant if you are the highest in rank anyway. Be that servant. So like you'll do that in that cubby over there, please. All right. That's how you are. That's how we serve each other. That's the kingdom of Christ. The kingdom of Christ is not like America's kingdom. Right? You see, like how Trump was a draft dodger. He did not go to war. He made up excuses. His son is a giant by all, normal measures and standards. And he's making sure his son does not go to war, right? But he wants to send everybody else's son to war. For him, this war is not an American war. Iran ain't launched no missiles at America or declared nothing, even though that's what they're saying. But they say for the last 47 years. But nigga, if a woman tell me, hey, I love you, Meshach, for 47 years and I'll never leave you, but she doesn't do it, but she tells me for 47 years, why would I believe her in the 48th year? For 47 years, what she's saying, she has no action behind. I'd be an idiot to believe her in the 48th, right? If I come to you and say, man, she loved me for 47 years, man, but you know she's a whore in the street. Everybody knows it. If I come to you and say, yeah, she's been saying this for 47 years, what would you say to me? You'll be honest. Come on. I'll know if I have brothers in here or not. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. She ain't for you, sir.
Come on.
I was gonna say she never loved
you. Exactly. So now, if America and Iran is saying, Israel is saying Iran been threatening for 47 years, and you act in the 48th, either you're a dummy or you're super scared. Because if I'm talking for 47 years, nothing happened, you're gonna start the war in the 48th? I think you're a little bit late. I think that's, your response time is ridiculous. You get the point?
Okay.
So this is not America's war, this is Trump's war. So he's sending people to go serve him when he will never serve his people.
Right.
He will never do nothing like that. You get the point? He will never ever do. That's why they love Putin so damn much, because Putin is a getting his hands in the mud type of person. You understand? The kingdom of Christ is not like that. The kingdom of Christ is very much lead by example. The kingdom of Christ is very much to whom much is given, much is expected. The kingdom of Christ is very much like that. This is not a one of those systems where as you raise in power, the less responsibility you have, and now it's the people under your responsibility to serve you. As you raise in power here, you have more responsibility to tend to the needs of the people who you outrun. That's how it is. So if you know your old selfish ass motherfucker, you don't care about nobody. Just don't try to rise. Don't do that. If you only care about yourself, fine. But if you know you want to serve your nation, brother, there's an office in here for it. There's an office in this place for it. And this year is giving you the spirit behind being in a certain position and how to be amongst your people. You get the point? Let's go back to the Apocrypha. The question, let me know when we're at 8, all right, please.
Is Ecclesiasticus chapter 32, verse 2, sir?
Verse 1.
Starting 1. If thou be made the master of a feast, lift not thyself up, but be among them as one of the rest. Take diligent care for them, and so sit down.
Right? Take diligent care for them, and so sit down. Meaning, you sit down when?
When everyone's taken care of.
When everyone's taken care of. Because you're an excellent host. You not being served, you are serving.
Yes.
The UPK. That's how it is in here. You get the point? Go ahead.
Verse 2. And when thou hast done all thy office, take thy place, that thou mayest be merry with them, and receive crown for thy well ordering feast.
And when you have done your office, then you can, sit. Then you can be merry with everybody else. You brothers who work for Passover, you all know exactly what this is. You all know exactly what this is. I don't think Bakwash store a Passover chair or table last year. But you all ate all that lamb, though. You all love that lamb. You all don't know Bakwash was ferrying that thing like FedEx, like UPS, like DHL coming through. You get the point? And brothers come in here and they work. Sisters too work. I can't even look over there because she's stuck behind them corsages. Not this year, sis. I'm relieving you all this year with that damn thing. You get the point? But you come, you work, you do work so other people could enjoy it. And it's a cycle because as you work, they enjoy, they're gonna grow. And they're gonna grow into the seat you're in, and then they will, and other people enjoy it. You get the point? That's how it is. Because if nobody works, nobody could enjoy it. Right. Which is why the Christian church is how it is, which is why the politicians is how it is. Nobody could enjoy it because none of them working. That Christy Nome, that brother ain't working a goddamn thing. Spent $200 million out. I couldn't believe it. $200 million, brother. Come on.
It's like she spent it, or her like agency.
She was in charge of the agency. What's the difference? Don't try to save her. Now. She don't want to be saved. She don't want to be saved. She don't want to be saved. $200 million on that commercial. One commercial. She could have just paid people to leave. That's 200 people could have get $1 million each to leave the country. That's what. 400 could have get what? 500,000 to leave. 800 could have get $250,000 to leave. You see where I'm going with this? If you really want people to self-deport, bitch, commercial ain't the way. Pay people to leave. You spend $200 million and still murder people and kill people. If you really wanted to serve, if you really care, you care about the American economy, you care about the American public. You also care about the immigrants to the country. Pay them to leave. I was going to blow this $200 million on one commercial if I gave you all 1,500 US, 2,000 US. What's the exchange rate in Mexico, El Salvador? Give me Mexico, El Salvador. Give me Venezuela. Peru. Give me them four. Give me them four. And let me see what 1,500 into $2 million. How much the people that? Divided by 1,500. 1,300. Go ahead.
Mexico.
Mexico is what?
$1 US dollar is 17.773 Mexican peso.
$1 US dollar is 17 Mexican pesos, right? So let's just average it as 1 to 20. You give everybody $1,500 out. That's what? 30,000 Mexican dollars. I mean, I don't know what that buys in Mexico, but I know what $1,500 could do here. I would imagine they might be like, all right, we'll take it and go. Go ahead.
Got Peru.
What's Peru?
Peru, 1 sol equals 0.2.
$1 US dollar to their currency.
Cost.
All right. She could have for sure paid people out. She could have for sure paid people. Let me see. $2 million divided by 10,000. That's 200 people. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. They could have just paid people to go. Get the point? Go ahead. What? Go ahead.
Slack, sir. 1 US.
I think I did that wrong. That ain't no 200. 200 million. What the hell am I? I'm doing this thing with 2 million people. 200 million divided by 10,000. It's $20,000. 20,000 people. So you could have get 10,000 illegal immigrants to leave if you gave them 20,000 US each. You would have did more than that commercial. You'd have did more than ICE. Nobody would have died. It's crazy what they're doing now. But these are the people who are in charge. They want people to serve them. They don't want to serve nobody. Get the point? Who are they handling?
El Salvador is 1 to 875.
1 to 875?
Kind of.
I was expecting to you do Jamaica. You'll see why the fuck I'm blowing the fuck away. 875? Shit, I might as well move to El Salvador. Who with me?
I am.
875, brother?
Kind of.
Shit. How much is Jamaica?
Jamaica is.
You laugh.
150.
They say bomber club. Go ahead.
Jamaica 1 to 156.60.
$156. You talking about 875? Shit, let's move. You get the point? Like if she was in the spirit of Christ, she could have took care of so much more people. And listen, Trump, he's mishandling his office. He could have just, he could have been so generous and just paid people. People still would have hated him because he's the devil, but he wouldn't have had such a bad fallout like as his campaign has had so far. He wouldn't have had such a horrible turn of events at all. You had to imagine this broad go up there in the council and they asked her, you having sex with your right hand? She said, why would you ask me such a garbage question? Well, that's not the question, woman. Are you having sex with Mr. Lewandowski? She said, this is too much garbage you're asking me. Why would you ask me such a low question? Because you put your mouth low, bitch. That's why. And we all know it. You went? You ready? You sure?
No, just
Okay. You sure? All right. So we still use this? All right, no, sir. So that's somebody who is, in a position where they're not supposed to be. Go ahead.
Yeah, and she couldn't answer it, or else she would have perjured herself.
She would have perjured herself, and her husband would know first time she's a whore, because I believe she's married, right? Isn't she married? Yeah, her husband's name is Mr. Nome, not Lewandowski. If her husband's name was Lewandowski, it would be different. Lewandowski is the man who's the second in charge, and apparently they've been having sex from day one. Let's keep going.
Book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 32, verse 3. Speaketh thou art the elder, for it becometh thee, but with sound judgment and hinder.
Read again from the top.
Verse 3. Speak thou that art the elder.
Speak. There's a comma right after it, so you stop right there.
Speak thou that art the elder, for it becometh thee, but with sound judgment and hinder not music.
Go ahead.
Verse 4. Pour not out words where there is a musician, and shew not forth wisdom out of time.
All right, what does that say? Go ahead.
It's not for me. I was going to say something about verse 3. That this one right here in Hebrew Academy, the first time I ever heard the Bible say, look, while the music's on, everybody turning the music on, like, be quiet.
Not so much be quiet. But, okay, this is, remember, you the master of the feast. So if you talk, what's happening? Everyone is more inclined to listen. So it's like, y'all ever heard Chris Brown talk about Kanye in that club? Okay, he didn't say it's Kanye, but everybody knows Kanye. He said he went to some club with this unknown celebrity, and the celebrity was there with him. He looked away to talk to some groupies. He hears somebody talking by the DJ booth. He turned around, and the celebrity who was with him is in the DJ booth. Stop the music and goes on this rant. And he says about 45 minutes, the certain celebrities talking about everything and nothing. And people started leaving. He said the whole vibe was killed. If that's not Kanye West, I don't know who the hell that is. I don't know who that's this. You get the point? If you have that thing up and people are enjoying themselves, don't make it about you. Not everything has to be about you. And that's what makes you a hell of a leader, because you concern with everybody else. And everybody else, if they're not silly, they'll know their benefit comes because you are in their corner. You understand what I'm saying? That's what this here is. Not so much more that when the music playing, don't talk, because if that's the case, y'all can't talk. You understand? In the club, you can't go up in the air like this. You can't go do that shit. If you can't talk, you want to be able to go in her air and say something. She want to go in your air and say something. This is more so talking of in this position here. It's like, don't ruin it. Just let everybody have fun. Turn the music up. How many times you hear that? Turn the music on. Just turn it up. Play whatever. Just get the music going. Don't let the dead space end. A high holiday end. You'll salute. You'll stand up. With that, everybody clap it up. That music had a cue on. If this clap goes to this, and there's silence, you're killing it. People started to think about where they park, how to go home. You turn that music right to, hey, what's going on, brother? You know, long I ain't see blah, blah. You get the point? You want to keep that going if you're in that situation. Go ahead.
Start at 4 again, sir?
Where we at? Where you
at? 5.
Did we do 4? You did 3, right? The same thing with him, not the music. Meaning, don't block the good time to happen. Don't do it. Just let it happen. All right, go ahead.
Book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 32, verse 4. Pour not out words where there is a musician, and shew not forth wisdom out of time.
All right, what does that say?
Pretty much that you were saying, sir. pouring out words where there is musician, you know, so people are enjoying the music, you know, don't cut it off with, you know, your speech, you know.
Or if you're going to say something, remember it say, pour not out words. Versus what?
Say something of substance. Don't just
go on there and just
to be heard.
You coming to say something, say it. You see it every cookout. The man Yahanna killed the music and he dropped something. And then the music come right back home. It doesn't kill the vibe. You get the point? But goddamn, brother, Trump stopped the music. It's like people. Y'all know this nigga buy his cabinet member shoes. Y'all heard that? They say he's seen some of them with some of them shoes and say they're shit shoes and start ordering all kind of expensive $200 and $300 shoes for them. He don't ask them the size. And it's I think Marco Rubio or one of them. The shoes is obviously too small for him and he will not wear it. He comes in there wearing the shit to please Trump. Now, could you imagine him being the master of some ceremony? Could you imagine him being in charge of something where he's hosting everybody else? You better not have a problem in that situation because he's not helping you. He's not going to, sacrifice nothing for you. Right? Go ahead. Who are they on? Go ahead.
I mean, Trump had a record-setting State of the Union. He had the longest State of the Union speech ever.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, he set a record.
Yeah, damn. This nigga here, boy. This nigga right here. Listen, I don't know. He better watch Iran. That's what I was about to tell you. Because World War III is coming. All right, let's go. Keep going.
Ecclesiasticus 32, verse 5.
The other thing is show not forth wisdom out of time, meaning you may have something to say, but you want to say it at the right time. Timing is everything.
Right.
Timing is absolutely everything. You may have something to say that might be perfectly right to say, but you say it at the wrong time, it will negate everything. It'll be like you're just not. The Bible say a word out of season is like banging cymbals. You know what a cymbal is? You know at the end of the national anthem, they have that thing that, like the big brass plates. Imagine somebody just come in the house and bang, bang, bang. You'd be like, nigga, what the fuck you doing? That's them talking out of season. It's just noise. It's nothing. It's not going to land ever because you chose the wrong time to say what you had to say. Right? Where we at? 5?
5.
Let's go with that.
Ecclesiasticus 32, verse 5. A concert of music and a banquet of wine is a sight of carbuncle set in gold.
Right? Read it one more time.
A concert of music and a banquet of wine is a signet of carbuncle set in gold.
All right. Come on, break it down. If you don't know what a signet is, look it up. If you don't know what carbuncle is, look it up. Who have it?
Carbuncle.
Come on.
Carbuncle is obsolete. Any of several red precious stones, the garnet cut.
Can you take this one on all the way up? Go ahead.
The garnet cut carbunchon. The second one is a painful local purulent inflammation of the skin and deep tissue.
Nice. It's the first one.
Right?
It's a red precious stone, like a ruby. Right? And they say a concert of music. Think like a concert. And it's music playing. And there's a musician. No, that's the verse before. A concert of music in a banquet of wine. Music going and drinks flowing is like a signet. Signet is what? Go ahead.
A small official seal used to authenticate documents.
Right. That's seal like you would see like in them old king movies. They put the wax and they put the signet on a ring. That's your signet or your symbol, or more so what you would wear at the end of a chain. Right? Like your shield, a signet. Everybody know what's that Jay-Z one with the music sign? Rockefeller? That is a signet. The G unit, the one that used to spin. That's a signet. You get the point?
Okay.
So it's like something you would look at and marvel at. something that's precious and valuable, such is a banquet of music with wine. The Passover is an outstanding event, and I pray you make it down there this year. This year going to be something else. I'm trying to tell you. Keep going.
Verse 6.
And all the more reason that if you the master of the ceremony, you make sure everybody enjoys themselves. It's better that you don't enjoy it and everybody else does than you enjoy it and everybody else does. It'll be the last one ever. It'll be that's it. Ain't nobody else gonna come back. Go ahead.
Ecclesiasticus 32, verse 6. A signet of an emerald set in a work of gold is the melody of music with pleasant wine.
Read that one more time. How you feeling here? Is it very warm or is it okay? Y'all let me know. What was the bottle one? What's the bottle one? You gonna get up just now and yelling. You gonna let me know it's warm. All right. Go ahead.
Verse 6. A signet of an emerald set in a work of gold, so is the melody of music with pleasant wine.
Right. It's all, he's alluding to the fact that this is a banquet and let people enjoy themselves and have fun. Like we have always been a very social type of people. We are not like the oppressor who he's not really a social person. He doesn't prioritize social gatherings. You get the point? His gatherings is like the King's Parade. You get the point? Where they just get there and let people march and stuff. You might have to cut this back on. Put on the lowest one for me, all right? His gatherings is like that. Our gatherings is what? A party, a ball, people having fun, kids having fun. That's really our, culture and vibe. Even some of his holy days with, what's the one that came from Black soldiers? Memorial Day. That Memorial Day that Esau has, that comes from us. From our soldiers who fought in their wars that died. The slaves would just go get the bodies and have a memorial for those lives. Because we are people who, we're social, we honor people. We give honor where honor is due. We respect people's sacrifice. So imagine doing that for a dead person. When prior to that, imagine the oppressor would not honor his dead.
Right.
Like that comes from us. And when you study enough or travel enough or interact with people from different places enough, you get to realize the culture of Blacks, Hispanics, and Native people is the culture of the people. Like the world culture is not really a culture or way of living. Like the world gets everything from us. Everything we create, everything we put our hands to that makes it glorious. They take it and they have a society because of it. But they don't really have a culture to say that's attractive and they like it. People would like it and want to be it. Everybody wants to be us and be like us. Let's keep going.
Ecclesiasticus 32, verse 7. Speak, young man, if there be need of thee.
Right.
And yet scarcely when thou art twice asked.
Right. And this is where I think where we started last week or left off. Read it one more time.
Verse 7. Speak, young man, if there be need of thee, and yet scarcely when thou art twice asked.
Right? Who remembers? Who could break it down? Go ahead, brother.
So,
Salak, I didn't see you. So go ahead. I'm gonna pass it my after. Go ahead. I don't want to. You're okay.
Okay.
Come on.
Salak. Choose your words before saying what you need to say. Yet scarcely when thou art twice asked. I guess think about exactly what you want to say when you're called upon or
You
asked to say something.
Definitely onto it. Let me get the sister. I'm gonna come to you before. So
It's 8 o'clock.
So what? No. That one ain't working. Yeah, the one it ain't come on in. No audio. Update. No, sir.
Don't speak unless spoken to.
I wouldn't say it like that. I wouldn't say it like that. But you want to. It's saying, speak, young man, if there be need of thee. Right? And yet scarcely when thou art twice asked. If there's need of you, meaning For there to be a need of you, somebody has to ask you. Somebody has to, hey, XYZ. So it's saying speak scarcely, meaning think about what you're saying, choose your words wisely. Don't use that as an opportunity to vomit on them your emotions for the last week. It's not the place for that at all time, right? And yet scarcely when thou art asked, are twice asked, right? You want to take your time. You want to think about what you want to say. You don't want to rush to talk, right? In this, especially this present day culture, there's a lot of rushing to talk. There's a lot of listening to respond and not listening to understand somebody, right? Keep going.
Verse 8, let thy speech be short, comprehending much in few words. Be as one that knoweth, yet holdeth his tongue.
Right? Go ahead, pull and break it down.
Let thy speech be short and comprehending. Get straight to the
Comprehending
point.
much in few words.
Just getting straight to the point and as clear as you can be with a few words.
As clear as you can be with few words, right? As clear as you can. You wanna communicate effectively. Like this here is effective communication, and it's in the Bible. This is what you call effective communication. Not so much as getting to the point, but more so if communicating was driving to, I don't know, the National Mall, the Lincoln Memorial, would you go to Laurel and come down 295 and come into DC? Or would you just get on, the fastest route, North Capitol or something, and get down there? Because you don't want to waste gas. You don't want to waste time. That's effective communication. You're being efficient with your words. You're choosing your words wisely. You want to communicate with grace. You want to communicate with honor. You want to communicate in a way that the person could understand what you're saying. You want to take the time necessary to communicate it, but not too much time. You want to use the words necessary, but not too much words. You want to be, professional. You want to be effective. That's more what you want. All right, go ahead, Shabbat.
Like I made you said part of what I was going to say, but I was going to start with think about what you say first and then choose your words wisely.
Yeah, that's really it. You want to be efficient in how you carry. All right, go ahead.
That's like this, if I could.
Yeah, please.
I wanted to say what everybody is saying is like you said, it is correct. I wanted to say if we could use, like, you don't want to bore a person out with your speech as well.
Yeah, you're right about that. So what I'm saying that I totally forgot about that aspect. Because you could now, because of how you communicate, you could now trigger somebody you're talking to. And when I say trigger is probably not the right word, that's just what I have right now. But somebody could now develop a certain reaction, trained reaction to you. Because they already know, hey, what's going on, brother? What's going on, sis? Sir, let me tell you. Brother, let me tell you. And from the time you hear that, you already know. Oh, yeah? Are you there? Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, I'm still here. You still talking? God damn. It could be like that. You get the point? But that's because of how you always do it. You just run. And it's not the best way. It's not the best way to be. Now, there is times when somebody needs to just tell you everything that's going on. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about that situation at all. I'm talking about when you cannot communicate effectively. This is how you know when you can't communicate effectively. You could be running on and somebody's following you. And then you can have this type of conversation. XYZ is going on. Hold on. Wait. What's the person's name again? Okay, tell me, that person did this. Okay, go ahead. Right, and ABC and XYZ and GHI, LMNOP. Hold on, wait. So the first person did this, and then they spoke to who? Once you realize every corner you take, you're dropping the person off. You need to stop. Every corner you take, the person is getting off. You're dropping them there. They can't continue with you. You need to work out how you speak. You need to work out, this thing. You have to help yourself. right? Or the person will help you. All right, keep going.
Ecclesiasticus 32, verse 9. If thou be among great men, make not thyself equal with them. And when ancient...
Hold on, didn't we finish all the 8? Read 8 again.
Salakia. Verse 8. Let thy speech be short, comprehending much in few words. Be as one that knoweth, yet holdeth his tongue.
Be as one that knoweth and yet holdeth his tongue. Meaning, you have a lot to say. You could say a lot about this thing, but you don't want to spill it every single time. Every single time you want to open your mouth to say whatever, you could be as one that knoweth and that holdeth his tongue. You get the point? Even though you know you're practicing restraint, you could sit on it. You could just sit on it for a second, and that's that. Practice some self-discipline. It works. It helps. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 9. If thou be among great men, make not thyself equal with them. And when ancient men are in place, use not many words. Verse 10. Before the thunder goeth lightning.
Now give me 9.
9 again, sir.
Give me verse 9. Mine sharing all stuff. Can I go?
If I may.
Go ahead, brother.
It's like this was on the verse before when you was talking about no one that knoweth and he hold his tongue. If I could give a shout out to newly raised Officer 5,000 Officer Bakwashi.
Oh, give me 9.
He in the class, I know you know what I'm saying, when you say that, he pops in mind. And I know he knows just about everything, you know what I'm saying, but he rarely has to share it right there. He just lets everybody else answer the questions.
That's the advantage of holding your tongue. The advantage of holding your tongue, there's an old saying, it's better to, it's in the Bible too, it's better to stay quiet and everybody thinks you're wise than to open your mouth and remove all that. Sometimes you just sit there, somebody might be like, this is a wise motherfucker. Meanwhile, in your head could be Baby Sharka. You could be sitting down in United Nations Council, nodding at everything. Yeah, enriched uranium and something, and you're like, you have a pensive look, your eyebrows perch, and they're thinking you formulating everything, and meanwhile you, Baby Shark, Baby Shark, you pick up a pen and you write it, what you said? And then you could open your mouth and sound like Melania up in there. And now you just remove all doubt that if anybody was wondering if you're foolish, now we know you're just a dummy. Right. And now they're begging you to keep your mouth shut. Just, stay quiet. Give them a pen and paper, then write, then draw. Right? Verse 9.
Verse 9. If thou be among great men, make not thyself equal with them. And when ancient men are in place, use not many words.
All right. What does that say?
Mind your place.
If thou be among great men, make not thyself equal with them.
Mind your place and not
if
speak
thou
of
be
things.
Among great men, make not thyself equal with them. Let him get it out, if you don't mind. Go ahead.
Concert, if thou be among great men, make not thyself equal with them, meaning that if I know I'm not up to their level, don't get to their level, for no reason. I would just be saying, just to them, it would be like word salad. It would just be straight nonsense what I would be saying, amongst them.
I perceive you are right. I perceive you absolutely right. If you in a room, if you're in the company of men who fired Sedia Station, right? Let me use an example. Everybody here has a slavery or been to a slavery, and you may go on slave, and you're the youngest person. You just starting, you're a rookie hire, or you're apprentice or something, and then you want to just run your mouth about whatever when these men have 30, 40 years worth of work experience. Really, what could you say that's interesting? They've seen it all, done it all. What could you say? In that situation, don't make yourself equal. Don't try to lead a conversation, or in the same spirit of what we read with the master of the ceremony, don't try to make it about you. Don't try to host a conversation. That's one of the most shameful things you can do, where you are among men who are, of course, greater than you are, and then you start a conversation where you the one talking and they listening. You should feel it. If you ever catch yourself in that situation, where men do, imagine you saying, and sir, this happened, and sir, but hold on, sir, and sir, if you catch yourself there, and of course, will the men ever tell you shut up? Will those men ever say, brother, stay quiet? Will those men ever say that? What do you think?
Law.
Why? Why will they never say that? Well, the answer is right here in the precept.
Because they're not your equals. You know, they're
that might seem like it's the obvious one, but it's not. Well, you know what? You're right. Well, it's said a different way, but it's right here in the precept.
what they're saying, they'll probably say it all. You know,
it's right here in the precept. Sis, let me just grab the mic for a second. Then we'll come back to you, right? Jessica.
Because they're not equal.
That's what he said.
Okay.
You're only right one, but it's right here. You're not saying it though. What verse we have again? Go ahead. Yeah.
We have verse 9, sir. Verse 9.
Verse 9, right? Who wants it? Tripat?
Because they're great men, sir.
Because these are men greater than you. They're better than you. So they will never tell you shut up. They might think it though, but they'll never say it to you. They would hope that you paid attention in class enough to correct yourself. Get the point? They'll hope that you pay, Salaki, sir. I apologize. I mean to be running my mouth so much. I apologize. And then because they're greater than you, what will they say? What will they say? After you don't say, oh shit, Salaki, sir, I need to be running my mouth. I don't want to talk all over you like that. What will they say?
No sweat, no problem. Don't worry about it.
No problem. Don't worry about it. What else? Anything else? Go ahead, sis. Real quick.
Would they say that was once me, I had to learn to? Or
well, they wouldn't even say that part. They wouldn't even say that then. Not even there, because that's in front of everybody. What will they say? I'll get to you. Come on, Bukwash.
I've heard this before.
God damn.
You can't help yourself. It's all right.
No, they ain't gonna even say that to you there. That's a private conversation. That's one-on-one after. It's all right, brother. Ain't no sweat. Go ahead. Yeah, I already. So you said he punched you on your doctor. Go ahead. I was listening. Even though you correct yourself and it's obvious you was a little bit out of place, they are masters of the ceremony.
Mm-hmm.
They're there to serve you. You need an audience at this point. I'll be your audience. Go ahead, tell me what you said. Shit, I was interested in this shit. You didn't see I stopped talking, I listened to it. To make you not feel awkward. And you'll be like, man, it ain't even that heavy, sir. Something. No, come on. You get the point? This is a very classy environment. This is a very, think about that conversation in your house. Nigga, you always talking some old bullshit. You're lying. You know you're lying. Or, man, I ain't want to hear that. Something to disrespect you and make you feel so insignificant. This is not that type of place, even though you can overstep your line. You get the point?
Okay.
Let's keep going.
Ecclesiasticus 32.
You're going to feed Ragash now. He ain't going to pass that test. Every answer going to be food.
Ecclesiasticus 32, verse 10.
Mm-hmm.
Before the thunder goeth lightning,
mm-hmm.
and before a shamefaced man shall go favor.
Mm-hmm. Read it one more time.
Count. Before the thunder goeth lightning, and before a shamefaced man.
Let me go back to that verse before. Also, too, when in a time where you're in around, great men, what should you do? What should the conversation be? Oh, okay, maybe not the conversation. That's not the way to word it. What should you want in that state, at that stage? Should you want to be heard, or what? What should it be?
Absorb their wisdom, the conversation.
Get wisdom from them. So then what describe it to me. If I'm looking at it, what would I see?
I would listen to their conversation, ask questions, pretty much.
Just like if you honestly, you on some slavery, and the men who there before talking, you'd be like, so how long you been here, man? What you do about this? You trying to get wisdom so you could make 30, 40 years on the slave. You get the point? You're not looking at it as an opportunity to now perform, which really what it is when you start housing a conversation. That's the UPK word for it. This brother housed you. Like you might see a brother go up or battling somebody and he housed the whole thing, meaning he run the house. It's his house now. He's saying it like at camp. We go to camp and they come and they try to battle us, and before long, you had them like if they one of your readers. You say it again, and you house the whole block. You don't want to house the room if there's men there. You get the point? You want to get the wisdom from them. If at all they could get in. If at all, maybe they may be listening to the music and enjoying the wine. You get the point? You want to choose the time. So like you say, if you don't mind, if before you leave tonight, I wanted to ask you a few questions and pick your brain if I could. Salaki, blah, blah, blah. And you might say, all right, cool. So you know what? Check me back in 20 minutes. We'll wrap. Where you sitting over there? I'll come over there. You get the point? Go ahead.
I was also going to say, just peep their mannerisms, see how they carry themselves in the room.
You want to be observant. That's in the Bible too. Know them that labor among you. That's in the Bible. You want to know them that labor among you. You want to get to know the men so you know how to move. You know how to move. What this one likes, what this one doesn't like. You want to be able to, again, you want to be a servant to everybody. You want to be able to, to be able to identify with everybody. You get the point? Let's keep reading.
Verse 10. Before the thunder goeth lightning, and before a shamefaced man shall go favor.
Right? Before thunder goeth lightning, and before a shamefaced man goeth favor. What does that mean? Good. Before thunder goeth lightning, and before a shamefaced man goeth favor. You hold on all rush now. God damn. Shit. Come on, man. Go ahead.
No, just sticking on the topic, though. But just sticking on the topic about, just structure, order. I was gonna say the scriptures almost is really saying how order goes. Even nature, before thunder go of lightning. Before thunder get to speak, lightning going first.
Stop right there. Now you see the approach Barak took? He's saying, okay, he taking a shot at it, but he watching the pattern of everything before. And then what he does understand is lightning and thunder. Before you hear thunder, there's going to be lightning. So you're already you're training your mind how to think and process the thing. Go ahead.
Carnival concert. And before a shamefaced man shall go favor.
So now, even if you don't understand that part, he knows this is the whole spirit of the thing coming down here. And before you hear thunder, you're going to see lightning. So go ahead.
And before the shamefaced man, you're going to see favor. First Salakia. And before shamefaced man shall go favor. And it's sticking on the topic that we're going off of. them better men, those are the favor. In this example, the shamefaced man that's may hold their peace before they say Salaki, sir, you know, if I may, before they that shamefaced man that has the shame to know when it's their moment to speak or to respond to something shall go favor. Is that what it's saying, sir?
You on it. You on it. It's meaning a shamefaced man is favored. Meaning a brother who is humble, a sister who's humble. There's favor that goes to that person. That's how it's always been. Bible says the Lord resisteth the proud. Lord hates the proud. He hates it. But a shamefaced brother or shamefaced sister, there's favor with them. Tremendous favor. So before a shamefaced man is favor, the favor comes to this person. You get the point? It's showing you how to be. And this person is going to be a master of ceremonies who knows how to serve, knows how to speak, when to speak. Who can hold a tongue, who knows how to entertain men who are better than him. That's a very difficult thing to navigate in this world. Because this world teaches you what? What does this world teach you?
Like everybody's equal. Nobody's better than you.
I'll take that second. There's something else that comes up first. You want to take a shot to what, Yahanna?
The second thing he said was what I was going to say, that, you know, there ain't nobody better than me.
Of course, you could hold him because I'm going to go into another topic shortly. I think we're almost done. You could hold till maybe 8:40 or so. Go ahead. Who else want to try?
Salaki, sir, if I could.
Come on with it.
I'm going to say, you could just say, you know, you got the freedom to say whatever you want to say, no matter what it is. That's what America pushes.
True, but in terms of what they teach you to how you view yourself, that's basically the precept, not the precept. That's how I want to word the question. Go ahead.
I won't say this necessarily it, but I guess one of those things that could happen or that we taught is that, like, I must be heard. Like, one of the things that all of us was taught was that I know all of us that heard the phrase at one point in time, my opinion matters most. Or you have
that part. Not I must be heard, because there's absolutely a time you have to be heard. Because you don't want to use that as the answer, because somebody might need justice. They have to be heard. And sometimes hearing them is in the most inconvenient time. Like you all saw the video where he brought the girl who said what she said. She doesn't like to be with her mother or something, and there wasn't some Christian thing. And they treated the girls. Whoever know what I'm talking about, look for the video. Martha, you're supposed to know. You know the videos. It's a video. The general played it on the radio show. It's a video. These Christian black women, and the girl said, I don't like my mommy. I like my stepmommy. Something like that. And brother, they went off on the girl. They basically called her a demon. Said they're gonna pray it out to her. And the mother threatened her on the camera. The mother said something like, "When we go home, how dare you do it? Because when we go home, I'm gonna deal with you." Stuff shit like that. I mean, you could see why the girl don't like the mother. You get the point? She needed to be heard of. Like, that girl can't be silenced. How are you gonna silence her? Right. You get the point? Right. So that's the last thing you said of more. My opinion matters most. It's more along that line. Yahanna, you want to retract it? You don't know. He said whatever. You try. Shoot to the dark. Must hit something. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, be loud, be bold, no matter when or where it is.
That's in the same vein of it. Let me crystallize it for both of you. Both of you was right. You are the best. Everybody else ain't shit. That's America. You are the best. Everybody else ain't shit. That's what America pushes. The hero in every American movie. Break it down. It's the same blueprint. Rebellious, breaks the rules, don't care about nobody. From Top Gun to Die Hard to whatever you want. That's the hero. Go ahead.
And somehow they're still moral and everything.
Somehow they still got morals. Some show I was watching. Oh boy, I wish I could remember this shit. Brother, we got to be about 20 minutes into the show. And this nigga done receive is the follow-up from Yellowstone. The one to Yellowstone.
1920.
No. The new one with the son, he's a U.S. Marshal. I think Marshal is the name. Brother, the first 20 minutes, his homie, who was a soldier, Marine SEAL something, bring him stolen explosives. So he receiving stolen government goods to blow some trees up. He pulled him in to freelance as an extra gun on some raid, and he done murder somebody. I mean, murder this guy. 22 minutes into the show, he's the hero. I'm like, well, what's stopping some kid from killing somebody? The show is, it's about him, everything's centered around him. And in the first 5 minutes, this nigga roll up on his land and say, you know, I got your stuff. Open the trunk, pull out on a government vehicle, pull out a box of explosives and give it in. I'm like, but somehow we're supposed to have a moral society. America teaches that. This thing here is the opposite of that. You had to know to yourself, somebody has to name you him or her. You can't carry it like that because you're not going to carry it the right way coming out of the world. You get the point? Now you come up in here, you get that oil on your head, brother. You him, you her. You get the point? You that thing, because now you in a structure and a framework that has honor built into it. The reason why you have to push ahead in the world and disregard or discredit somebody else who was above you is because there's no honor in the world. Honor is not given in the world. It's not. Honor is something that it doesn't even exist. You get the point? In here, you get honor. Everybody gets honor. You get the point? The table is honor. Do you see how honorable the table look? You think you ain't gonna get no honor? The Bible said the Lord provides food for the birds. How much more will he take care of you? So you don't have to take on a persona or take a stance of trying to bully your way forward or dishonor somebody to get ahead. That's not this place. You don't have to do that here. So favor comes before shamefaced man. You get the point? That's what it's saying. Keep going.
Ecclesiasticus 32, verse 11. Rise up, be times, and be not the last.
Where we at? Yeah. Go ahead. You good?
Like it. Rise up, be times, and be not the last, but get thee home without delay.
All right. What does that say?
If I may, sir, rise up, be times, be not the last. Be on point, like stay on top of like the things that you have to do.
No. Watch how we look at on the battery. Oh, it's 2 hours.
No, yeah, it's 3/4 up.
Sorry. What time we at? 29. Anybody? Go ahead.
I feel like I remember the breakdown on this scripture right here. When it was if you all around like greater men than you, y'all in the setting. It's getting late. If I'm correct, it's getting late. Rise up the times and be not the last. Meaning, like don't linger. Like don't linger around. Like don't linger around these men. Like you ain't on a like and on the essence of being these men being better than like you're not on that level. You're not on that rank. You know, it says, "But get thee home without delay." Like the essence of like go ahead like I want to say it like plain, just like not leave, but
this is a very black thing. I think because we open the Bible, you're getting tripped up. But this here is a very, black people do this all the goddamn time. Go ahead. You're on it though. You on it.
You ain't got to go home, but
yeah, it's okay. And it's not just with being among men greater than you. It's just black. It's just you leave your house to go somewhere, right? You're in the car with whoever, your husband, your wife, your friend, your sister, brother, whatever. What's the first thing you ask when you get the call to come somewhere? It's very black. Who all there? Why are you asking who all there? Why? There's one reason. There's only one reason you're asking who all there. Go ahead, sis. Get past the mic to Aripa. Go ahead. Come on. Don't worry, no shame. It's not you. I'm. You know why. I'm not saying you do that shit. Couldn't help it. Go ahead.
Because you need to know who you don't want to be around.
So if you need to know who you don't want to be around, what are you already planning to do?
Leave.
You already planning when you're going to leave.
Or not go at all.
You're not even there yet. That is very black. That is just black and Latino, you know. No, that's it. You already know. You first off, you telling whoever you're with. When you see me put this red cup down and go to the bathroom, right. I'm leaving in 5 minutes. When you see me go by the door and do this here, I'm leaving in 5 minutes. Right. If I take my keys out and I swing it 3 times, I'm leaving. You're already planning to leave and you're not even there. It's very black. It's just a part of our culture. And it's classy as hell. It might seem rude, but it's classy. It's saying know when to leave. Right? So what does it say? Rise up betimes. Betimes means many times. Right? When you're going out, as you go out many times you wanna get up when it's time to go. You wanna rise up betimes and be not the last. Don't be the person to close the door. Right? How many of y'all used to be in the club until the lights come on? Everybody. Until that was your young days. Until you get a little older, when you get fed up with the line, so you pay the extra money to go in on the upper door or whatever else they have, or you have some link that you don't do lines no more. And once the club get a little sweaty, you're ready to roll. Yeah, you're not staying in there till the lights come on and you seeing everybody coming out barefoot and drunk and shit. That's when you was young and stupid. Once you got a little sense in you, you come out before the club lets out, so you could leave the parking lot without, a beeline and without some, running over some drunk person. You're already out. You gone. You gone. You going home. You sleep. You heard what happened at so and so last night? Nah, but you was there, right? Yeah, I was there. I rolled out. Man, it must have happened after you left. Thank God. Thank the Lord. Betimes rise up. Where we at? And be not the last. But get thee home without delay. Like you go to a spot, you don't have to stay all the way to the end. There's a social hour, and then there's time. Let me relieve the burden of this place. You get the point? Like we've had enough. You don't got to. I got to stay till the lights come on. For what? You get the point? It's classy. It's classy. You come, you enjoy, you hug everybody, and you roll. What else does that do? You get people start to miss you. Man, stay a while. Come on. Now they're asking you going already? Oh, come on, stay a while. You sure? I ain't want to. Yeah, come on, man, stay a little while. And still you time yourself. You time yourself versus what? What's the opposite of this? Oh, come on, sis. Come on.
They want you to leave.
That person is like, so what you about to get into? So when you heading after this? Oh, I wasn't going nowhere. I was just going to chill with y'all. Oh man, shit. You don't have. Oh man, you don't have to. I know, but listen, man. You're so cool. We ain't that cool. Versus this person wanting you to leave. You relieve yourself for the person quickly. It's considerate. It's a considerate thing to be like, okay, when do I get tired of company? okay, it's safe to say they probably tired too. And it's not rude, it's just a classy way to be. So now, when you call and say, hey man, I was in the area, I was just swinging by checking to see you. So what's the response because you leave? What's the response? Come on, man, shit. Eve just put some beef on the grill over there. I just bought this bottle of Jack. I was wondering who was going to break it down with me. Versus when you don't leave, hey man, I was in the area, son. What's the response on the phone? Oh, you around the house? You around there? Shit, man, we left this morning. Yeah, man. We in Atlantic City as you peer through the window. We in Atlantic City. That's you in front of the house. You have to see on the camera. Yeah, nah, we ain't there, man. Ain't no sweat. Yeah, next time. All right, cool. Get the point? Like, this is just class. This is just having class and brotherhood. And it will extend the brotherhood if you could remember this thing. If you could remember it. You get the point?
Oh, okay.
Keep going.
It's like Mafia got me the video.
Okay, go ahead, play it. Oh, this is the one, brother. I think it's the girl in the sweater. You're already seeing her face. Just you see the face? And make sure the volume is up, all right? This one is rough, bro.
To be here.
Pause again. Now you see the formal wear, the broad in the back, and the girl in green. But they probably done broke her. So she's in the church spirit. This is some church. You see the glory and the fire up there on the screen? Oh. So they passed it to her in the sweats. She ain't coming to church like she don't respect this place. And look, pull it back to her facial expression. Pull it back. All the way, all the way, all the way. You see that? She does not want to be here. She don't want to be anywhere close. Go ahead.
To be here.
Okay, pause right there again. Besides this young boy, I'm not sure if this is a boy or girl next to him in the black, but there's no men in here. Notice you'll hear only female voices. Go ahead.
I'm thankful for my stepmom because she's. I can't say that.
So this is pause right there. This is they're supposed to get up there and say what they're thankful for. I think this is around Thanksgiving time. She said, I'm thankful for my stepmom. The brother in the backside to shake her head off the break, like, bitch, what is you talking about? Pull it back. Right there.
She's.
No, she's shaking her head. The girl stopped. Now, I ain't got no crystal ball, but why you think she paused and do this and grimace her face? Because the people in front start doing this shit here. If the woman in the back shaking her head, what do you think the ones in front of her do? They signaling to her. They start signaling all kind of shit to the girl. So she stopped. Go ahead.
I can't say that.
See? Go ahead. Now she needs to know. Go ahead.
You're gonna get it together. You're gonna get it together. And we're gonna start again. And it ain't gonna be just that. You're gonna get it together. Amen. In the name of Jesus. Because I'm done. That's side. Enough is enough. Amen.
That's her mother. That's why she don't. That's why she loved that stepmother. I'll give you one more. I'll come and tell you, Rod.
No sweat.
That's why her daddy loved the stepmother. That's why the daddy loved the stepmother. You see all that energy she coming with? She's not getting tuned up. You ever have a car that ain't got the tuned up? It needs spark plug, need oil, it make noise and shit. Okay. She ain't got no tune up. Because the stepfather, the father, that stepmother, purring like a well-tuned engine and not making noise. Not a word out of season, like banging cymbals. How insecure you got to be to threaten a child in public? Goddamn. Old school was you got the look. All right. Everybody know that look. That old shit. When I go home, it's gonna be hell. You done bracing yourself. She couldn't even hold it together. She couldn't hold it together. Go ahead, Arwadi.
Colonel Concert. What I was gonna say, this lady in the red right here, pay attention. She looked like she getting ready to step to this little girl and beat her if she keeps going.
That's what she do in the house. That's what she do in the house. And if you look at the girl's temperament, she's done past the scared, the usual little girl or little child reaction of being scared and crying. She done past it. She ready for war. All she needs to do is be, you see how she looking at her, that little tilt up like this? That is, if I was big, I'd fuck you up. That's that look. Play.
So get it together. You can be mad, I don't care. But you're gonna get it together.
To be here.
Yeah, that little girl had enough. That little girl, she needs to be heard. So you definitely need to have that spirit of, okay, if this needs to come on, I need it to be heard. I need it to be heard because this shit right here is, whatever. Father should have never let her go with her, but he probably under court orders. I can't, talk about him too much. But these courts will just destroy the family by giving unfit parents, usually the mother, the custody. It's rough. All right, where we at?
Verse 12, sir.
Verse 12. All right. Any questions? I can take them now because I got about 10, 15 more minutes. If there's any questions, let me know. If not, we can continue on. All right. Just check and see. If any questions, you'll get them in now. If not, you'll have to wait. Next week, Jeremiah Hyman going to be in DC, right here, teaching the class in DC next Wednesday. Keep that in mind. All right. All right, let's go.
Book of Ecclesiasticus 32, verse 12. There take thy pastime and do what thou wilt, but sin not by proud speech.
What does that say? You got two questions? After this one, we'll take it, all right? Okay. Read one more time, please.
Verse 12. There take thy pastime and do what thou wilt, but sin not by proud speech.
What does that say? Quickly, all right? You want to try? In your pastime, meaning in your spare time, you can do what you want. But don't sin by being proud. And it usually starts with what comes out your mouth. You understand? It usually starts with what comes out your mouth because that's what's in your mind. That's what they say in your heart. Out of the overflow of the heart and the mind. It usually is that. So it's saying, really, it's just the pride. What you want to look for is the pride. You want to remember that thing. You want to get rid of that thing from out of you. Like that is something that can cause you to be out of favor with your brothers, with your sisters, with the Lord. You don't want to be proud. You don't want to be proud. You want to be willing to receive. You want to, especially in here. Here, you want to be more receiving. Your mind, want to have your mind ready to receive, not open, but ready to receive, like a receiver. Like a receiver, he's in position to catch that ball. He ain't necessarily always open, but he's ready to receive. You get the point? You want to be ready to receive it because if you can't, brothers, it makes things difficult, unnecessarily difficult. And the reason you're not ready to receive it is why? Why are you not ready to receive?
If I may say, because of your proudness?
The pride is there. But what if I'm looking at it, what am I seeing? Or if you were to look at it, what would you see? In Gates for time's sake, this person is already carrying something. So they can't receive nothing. They can't catch nothing. They can't take nothing you're giving, but they're already carrying something. Because to them, this is most important. When this has to go, and that's the pride. Whatever they're carrying, it's traced back to some sort of pride. That should have to go. That should have to go, man. You got to be willing to receive. And it's very difficult sometimes to receive because where you thinking at is not where your solution is or the betterment is. You're not there yet. Somebody's trying to get you there. You can't see it. Brother, because you in here, you got to know where it's coming from is the source of life, is the source of it. So it should give you more courage now, more, it should be more easier to just lay this thing down. I don't need to deal with that. I already know. You get the point? There we go. Let me get the last question and then we wrap. Right?
It's from Gary Avant says, I'd like to know, did Adam was to rule Eden?
Did Adam was to rule Eden? Okay, I'm assuming he's saying was Adam supposed to rule Eden? Yes. Eden, Adam was to rule the world, right? Eden was his immediate place. Eden was like Eden was like if you want to understand it today, think the Pope in the Vatican. He's in charge of the Catholics all over, but the Vatican is his city, his immediate dwelling place. The Garden of Eden is the cradle of civilization, is the Fertile Crescent. That's the Garden of Eden that Adam and Eve inherited in the beginning. That's, you want to look at Iraq, Iran, Saudi Arabia, I think as far up as Turkey, to the utmost, was that eastern corner of Africa where, you know, that eastern piece, I believe that's where, what runs through there? The Nile?
No,
the Nile, the Euphrates, the Gihon, I forget which one. One of them is the same one that's renamed. I have it in my notes. Hold on. I might have it in my notes. Hiddekel. Which one is the Hiddekel? Is that the Gihon or the Python or something like that?
Gihon and the Gihon.
All right. I'm going to look it up for you. I'm sure if I have it here or in another notebook. But it's those rivers, those four rivers that are mentioned in the Bible that encompass the land of Israel, the biblical land of Israel, is the Garden of Eden. All right, that is the Garden of Eden. Somebody could look it up, all right, and see exactly the four. Hold on, I may have it in my notes. All right, but that's it. So yes, he was to rule Eden. No, you know what, Salaki, I'm mixing it up. Pause with me. Eden is the earth. The Garden of Eden is the Fertile Crescent, is that Middle Eastern region, that place where it's biblical Israel. The Garden of Eden. Eden is an old name for the earth. So yes, what you're saying is right. Adam was supposed to rule the earth, Eden. The Garden of Eden is like saying the cream of the crop, or the creme de la creme. The garden is like the best place on earth. That's what it's saying. The Garden of Eden is the best place on the earth, right? Because it's the Fertile Crescent, what they call the Fertile Crescent, which is that Middle Eastern region with all the oil and kind of minerals and all kind of shit over there. That's our land. That's what it is. The garden, that's the garden. What says the Garden of the earth, right? Somebody could look up the rivers. If not, I could get them for you maybe by next week. All right.
So I got it. I have it, sir.
All right, let me hear you.
You got the Pishon. You got the Gihon.
Python, I think.
That's how you say it, sir? Sluggy.
I think it's Python.
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 Gihon.
Gihon, go ahead.
Tigris and Euphrates.
Tigris and the Euphrates. One of them is the Hiddekel, because that's what you'll see in the Bible. Tigris River. Okay. Right? And that's it. Those four, they all join almost like not a square, but a four-sided. What's the four-sided figure? What's called them things? I forget the mathematical name for it. But it's not a actual square, right? Not a perfect square, but those four make a four-sided figure that border the Garden of Eden, which is the Fertile Crescent, which is really the biblical land of Israel, the biblical land, not that little piece of thing from 1948. All right?
Okay. Like, if I could, real quick, they had a close-up on the Israeli army, and you know how they have a lot of countries have like their country on a patch on a uniform,
like the flag,
not but like the shape of the country.
Okay.
They have that where the rivers.
The rivers. Okay, because now, and I say thank the Lord for the Israelite school of I.S.U.P.K on the command, Yahanna. Because listen now, there was a time the Jewish man was just getting by with saying, I'm Jewish. I'm Jewish. And we had battles. I almost look for them old battles. A lot of them old battles get banned from YouTube because they didn't want the whole Jewish thing questioned. A lot of them get taken down, and they was at 300,000-400,000 views strong. I'm talking about within 2-3 days, and they get taken down. And we would be at camp, and what tribe you from? What do you mean? I'm Jewish. What tribe you from? Then they start coming out with this Kohen, which is their Yiddish for Kahan, which means priest. And there's no tribe named Kahan. Then they start saying, well, I'm a Jew, and then now you'll hear them saying, I'm from Ephraim, or I'm from, Naphtali or something. They'll start actually naming the tribes, because at first, all they knew was Jew. I'm Jewish. We'll tell them, listen, there's 12 tribes. You only tell me one. Which tribe are you from? They couldn't answer it. Then we start asking them, about what these scriptures mean, the land, this, that, the other. And they know if they continue representing themselves as just Jewish and on that little piece of land, that's not biblical. So now you hear them talking about the greater Israel. That's what Tucker Carlson was battling Huckabee about. The greater Israel is that biblical land. And it encompasses Iraq, Iran. That's why they're going at Iran so hard. Mm-hmm. Really, they want that land because somehow in their mind, they think that if they have geopolitical control of the land, somehow that means a thing to the Most High in Christ. They're getting out. I don't know what they're fighting for. When Christ returned, you had to leave. It's an eviction. It's like, you boarding up yourself in a house saying you're squatting. When Christ returns, you can fight all you want, white man. You're not getting the land. That's just it. So when you see that big one now, that's the greater Israel. That's the new thing they're pushing, because all the hard work the UPK done did to question them and make them answer. That's why younger Jewish people try to pull away from the religion, and they'll tell you they're not really Jewish anymore because it doesn't make sense. They'll tell you it because they're listening. They're listening and they're realizing, hold up, that shit is not making no sense. What then black men saying is making sense. So they're going to put that greater Israel on their thing, right? It don't matter. They can put the whole world on the chest. They're going into slavery. They're going into chains. Go ahead.
Khan. And Shu Somerville asks, can you break down fasting, please?
Fasting. Give me afflict thy souls in Isaiah. Give me this one comes out not but by prayer and fasting. Give me separate for our time, either in Hebrews, I believe. Quickly. That's the horn right there. Well, that's the song. I believe it's Hebrews. Right? Fasting, typically, fasting is good for your soul. It's good for your spirit. Right? Because why? If you could deny yourself what you need to survive, how much more can you deny yourself from something you don't need, like cigarettes or weed or too much alcohol, or women, if you're a brother who can't control yourself, or men, if you're a woman who can't control yourself, or anything, whatever it is, you might need to fast to deny your body the things it needs, so that you can gain better control of yourself from denying yourself from the things you don't need. All right, who holding what?
I got Matthew 17.
Give me 1 second, Arwadi. Go ahead.
It's Matthew chapter 17 and 21. Howbeit, this kind goeth not out, but by prayer and fasting.
Right? This is the disciples. The disciples was asked, they went to try to cast out the demon and they failed. They couldn't do it. Christ had to come, and Christ said, listen, man, how long must I suffer you all? Let me handle it. Christ went and handled the business. So afterwards, just think like they are camp and they're battling some demon and they cannot defeat this person. This person would not stop talking, would not yield. Christ had to go in there and handle that. So they afterwards, they talking, they said, listen, Salaki, so how is it that we wasn't able to do what you did? And he's told them, he's like, listen, this type doesn't come out but by prayer and fasting. Hold on, skip up a little bit more. What are you saying? Were you at 17 on what?
17 and 21.
21.
Same from 19, sir.
Yeah, go ahead, 19.
Verse 19. Then came the disciple to Jesus apart and said, why could not we cast him out? And Jesus said unto them, because of your unbelief. For verily I say unto you, if ye have faith as a grain of a mustard seed, ye shall say unto this mountain, remove hence to yonder place, and it shall remove, and nothing shall be impossible unto you.
Right? And nothing shall be impossible to you. Christ was frustrated with them. Further up, you'll see where he called them. He said, oh, faithless and perverse generation. Because he's like, I'm teaching y'all with me. I'm raising the dead and shit. You losing a battle, you're sinning. You get the point? It's like that. It's like he's saying that to them, oh, faithless and perverse generation. And you ain't where you're supposed to be because you really don't believe what you claim to believe. You teach it. You're out there battling, but you ain't really believe this thing, or else how could this demon beat you?
Right.
He said, listen, y'all ain't beat this thing because of your unbelief. And the unbelief give me some forms of unbelief just before we go. Two more minutes. When he said because of your unbelief, what does he mean? Does he mean that they didn't believe the Jews are black? What could it be? I'll get it for time's sake. Your unbelief could be your brotherhood. Your unbelief could be brotherhood. You understand? Your unbelief could be tithes. Your unbelief could be God ain't gonna kill me for a little bit of pork, like the Christians say. You get the point? Every compromise you make knowing better, you don't believe this shit. You don't believe, like Akkad have this song, you know, Captain Akkad was down here last week. He has a song, brother, where he said, if you can't go to him and him alone, you ain't in this shit for real. And it gets skipped over. I forget which song it is. The line is in my head, but it gets skipped over because that is usually the crux of it all, of the end all and be all of everything. It's usually that thing. And that thing, it communicates your unbelief. It communicates this thing. Not calling for counsel. You really don't believe that the counsel can fix your problem. Or I wouldn't say that just yet. This is just the point of you not doing what you're supposed to do. But that's true too. Or, come on, sis.
Yes, sir.
Whatever the problem is, you want to hang on to it.
You don't want the problem fixed.
Yeah.
Either you don't want the counsel to fix it, or you really don't want the problem fixed. You want to be busy like you're fixing the problem. Right. I'll just handle it. Really, you love this demon. Really, you love it. Really, you just love the demon. And Christ was telling them, your unbelief. That's why you couldn't cast this demon out. You can't cast it out. Because you low-key, you really love this demon. He said, but nevertheless, howbeit, this particular demon only comes out by prayer and fasting, meaning they really wasn't strong enough to handle it anyway. But he said it because he saw something in them. And sometimes that happens. Sometimes you're already seeing something that is like, what the hell is this shit? Tighten that thing up. Nevertheless, this thing here, I'm supposed to handle this one. Prayer and fasting. Give me the other one in Isaiah would afflict the soul. This is just for the brother because we write up on the time.
It's the book of Isaiah.
Go ahead.
Book of Isaiah, chapter 58, verse 3.
Wherefore have we fasted, say they, and thou seest not? Wherefore have we afflicted our soul, and thou takest no knowledge? Behold, in the day of your fast, ye find pleasure and exact all your labors.
Right. Fasting is afflicting your soul. You want to stop from doing something. I think it's in Hebrews or Galatians. I forget which one, where if you are married, you may have to fast from sex for a while to undertake something or to do something. You could do that, but you have to talk with your husband or your wife about it. You can't just withhold from them, due benevolence. That you can't just do it on your own. So you could fast from a lot of things. You could fast from food, you could fast from water, you could fast from food and water. You could fast for 24 hours, or you could fast for 12 hours. You could fast for days. What you want to do, get counsel on fasting first. That's the first thing. Yeah, get the counsel. From there, you'll get everything else. Because sometimes medically you can't fast. It's just, but you could do something else. And you'll find out that in counsel. Some people can't fast medically. It's just, they're going to fall out on the street somewhere and crack their head. You get the point, just because of their situation. Get counsel on what to do, and you take your fast on, and you commit to it. And I can tell you straight up and down, brother, fasting makes you a titan. It turns you into something else. If you're doing it, and you're doing it in the sincere way, and you're doing it for the right way, and praying to the Lord to strengthen you up, it'll do something to you. So fasting is very good. It's healthy. What was this question again? How do you fast? Okay, break down fast. Right. So that's what you would do. Is to make you stronger spiritually. All right. To deny yourself and to yield to something else. That's what fasting would do for you. All right. With that, pass the class over the priest and officer Shabbat.
Go, Carlton. And I say mighty, which means to stand. With a courtesy salute to the teacher. May the rest of the Shabbat. What? Y'all give my top. So, which means to turn. Sisters, you may stand. We'll give a courtesy salute to the sisters. May the rest of the Shabbat. Mike. What? Y'all give my top. Class dismissed.